All right, what's up, everybody? My name's Scott. On the other line here, you'll be able to hear my boy Kobe. Can't see him just yet, but you will, brother. Trust me. What's up, Kobe?
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm here, dude. We've been talking about this for years and years and years. Ever since we were 10, 11 years old, we've been diehard wrestling fans. We've been best friends. Um, we've been talking about doing something, getting together, but geography, man, took us out of took us away from each other. We live on different ends of the state of the United States, and we've been talking about it, and finally we said, you know what, it's time to make it happen. We're going to do this, and hey, if COVID taught us anything, it taught us that Zoom is a great way to get together with your friends, to get together with coworkers. It's a good way to put faces to names, and here we are, man. No more talking. We're gonna do it, right, brother?
That's right.
All right, man. And you know what I'm saying? Some of our old boys from the stomping ground, from the growing up, man. Some of our buddies are gonna drop by here from time to time. So, hey, like, with that being said, man, let's talk wrestling.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, so this week in AEW, that's what we want to focus on, starting with this week in AEW. We had, starting with BTE, pretty good, pretty entertaining. Definitely not PG, right? Definitely not PG. When you got the
Not
Good Brothers
PG at
on there,
all.
they get a little crazy. Dark Order a little crazy, but they keep the storylines going. With the Dark Order, the Hangman Page, they're going somewhere, man. They've got someplace to go, and I love it, right?
Oh, it was great, and even Anna Jay's,
Yeah.
how her actions, her nonverbals were excellent with that. It's great how she's even contributing to their I guess we'll call it like delinquency, like little kids would do, different things that, oh, do this prank or that prank. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's I love Dark Order, man. They're so over. It's crazy. They got to keep pushing them on the card. I mean, they're crazy over. Right before we went live, we were talking about the cards, man. You brought up a great point
Oh,
with the cards. Tell us about that. Kenny pulling
yeah,
some
yeah.
cards.
Kenny Omega, it was really good with the cards. He brought an unopened pack of WCW, and he was going through them, and it was funny. He's like, yeah, half these guys are on the AEW roster, then the other half are no longer with us. He's like, rest in peace. And it's cool. It'll be interesting to see what card maker, what brand does the AEW trading cards. I can't wait to see those. Those are going to be some hot items that we'll eventually get to see.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully that was the little Easter egg thrown into BTE that it's coming. The cards are finally. Come on, Tony Khan. When are those cards coming out, brother?
Yeah. Hopefully Tony Khan has them soon. Hopefully he's at least summer or even into early fall. Hopefully he gets them ready and gets them distributed out to us. So we can enjoy them.
Yeah, it's you know, great staying with the storyline. Great, it's continuity, man. It's consistency. It's everything that old school wrestling fans that are into the psychology of a match. It's everything that you could possibly ask for. BTE to Dark to Dynamite, and now they got the new program coming out. With Big Show. So I love it, man. It's a great product. So let's look at Dark, man. I'll go over some of the matches, man. You just throw out there what you're thinking. So it started off on Dark, AEW Dark Tuesday nights on YouTube. Lee Johnson and Aaron Solo teamed up to go against Louis Valley and Chris Peaks. Johnson and Solo now officially members of the Nightmare Family, rocking a little Nightmare Family garb, right? Um, Looked good. It was a good match. Two decent,
Yeah, yeah,
two up and coming teams.
it was a solid match. I like Solo and Johnson. Johnson and Solo were nice. The other two, it almost seemed like they haven't been a tag team too long. So maybe they'll either grow into a tag team, or maybe they'll let them eventually. Maybe they're trying to figure out who they want to go solo eventually. I'm not so certain yet, but time will tell for us to see how that expedites itself.
Yeah, I mean, tag team wrestling, dude. Of anything, as you choose to watch our show, you'll see, man, that's it, dude. The two brothers here love some tag team wrestling.
Yeah, tag team wrestling's it.
So then it moved into Red Velvet and Kylan King against Evilise and Diamante. I get it. I get, that Red Velvet and Kylan King got the win, signature win going into her Dynamite big spot against Jade and Shaq. But, I'm definitely not going to be a mark for AEW. I love them. I love what they're doing. But there are some things, Evilise and Diamante, they won that women's cup, and then they dropped to Velvet and Kylan King. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I understand it. I get it.
yeah, I understand it. It doesn't quite sit well. I mean, you think you would keep pushing your winners of the cup, but for whatever reason they decide to go to a different route. So, it's just, we'll see where they lead it now. But yeah, I wasn't quite a fan of that myself.
Right. But like I said, I get it. Just like you said,
Yep.
man, Red Velvet needed that signature victory.
Yep.
Getting ready to go, be featured with the man Cody Rhodes against Jade and Shaq. It is what it is, man. You
Red
got
Red
yeah, you got to
Red
get wins
Velvet
where you
is
can
a
get
good,
them.
yeah, Red Velvet is a good wrestler. So
Oh yeah,
I mean, you can see the upward bounds for her. A pint size, just boom, 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 just get it done. You know, uh, female lucha libre maybe, or something along those lines. Too. It's not necessarily that, but looked like she had some of those skills in her back pocket.
for sure. Very talented. So the next match was, some of my favorites here, man. Darius and Dante Martin, Top Flight against Fuego del Sol and John Cruz. Man, Top Flight, dude. And that, in the casino battle royal, tag team battle royal that they're about to be in, man, I'd like to see them win it, dude. I'd like to see them get a solid push. I'd like to see them with titles at some point. Talented, high flying, high energy. They're coming. You know what I'm saying? They're in the right place.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Top Flight. I even like their entrance. I mean, with the hoods, where they unzip the hoods, and all that. It's just adds that little extra that it's like, okay, we are the superstars. We're here. We're ready to make a statement on AEW's stomping ground, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah, up and coming team for sure. Then it went to a 6-man tag match with the Gun Club, Austin, Colton, and Billy, who I personally like, because I like headbands like the Gun Club, against Tony Vega, Aaron Fry, and Angel Fashion, and of course the Gun Club pulling out the victory. But I got to say this, man, I should have looked it up beforehand. I don't know how old Billy Gunn is, man. I know he's probably my age, maybe a little bit older. Man, that dude has still got it. He still looks good. He still wrestles like a champ, and he can get in there and hang with his kids, bro.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about Billy Gunn, is that he still gets the job done. He gets in there, he puts on a show. He he's trying to make a little bit of a funny situation with him and the ref, Aubrey,
Right?
Edwards. It
Yeah.
was funny, a little bit of a jokester there. Um, Going back to his earlier days, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, his kids are coming along at
Yeah.
also, and hopefully we see them in some tag team. I'd like to see them in some tag team stuff eventually, without their dad. But yeah, I enjoy seeing them all together too.
Yeah. They're coming along, man. Colton has some killer drop kicks, man. He can fly, dude. What better life, man, could you possibly have than being able to, step into the ring as a legend, as one half of the, former New Age Outlaws, as being a part of DX at one point, to step into the ring with your kids, bro, and bring that next
Yep.
generation wrestler into
Yep,
the
bring them
ring.
along.
That's
Yep.
Dude, it don't get any better than that, man.
Yeah,
I love me some
that's
Billy
pure
Gunn.
that's pure gold right there.
Yeah, I love Billy Gunn. So then the next match, this is the only person that I think has been Bray Wyatted that has been underutilized and they kind of missed their point with it was Abaddon. She took on Renee Michelle. Of course, Abaddon gets the win. Man, that girl is so creepy, dude. She freaks me out, and I love it. I love every second of when Abaddon is in the ring.
Yeah, Abaddon really does creep me out, and
Right.
and if you saw, even Renee Michelle did a good job in helping her out with some of her nonverbals, like she was, acting
Yeah.
petrified of Abaddon. I've seen Renee Michelle since she was an up and comer, so Renee Michelle's come a long way herself. And it's a shame she didn't quite get to display all her attributes as a wrestler, but she did go with the nonverbals and did what she was supposed to do to make Abaddon look like the scary beast that she is. I mean, she's scary.
Yeah, she's what nightmares are made of, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
and
yeah.
the only time, man, that I ever really talked bad about AEW is when Abaddon lost to Sheeta. I really, really, just as a straight up mark, wanted to see Abaddon take that belt and run with it, just because she, like I said, she's so scary, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she's
saying?
scary.
I'd love to see Sue Young start. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to see Sue
Yeah,
Young
yeah,
and
yeah.
Abaddon go head to head in AEW in the near future, man.
Yeah, yeah. Sue Young, she's a pleasure to watch too. I've seen several of hers matches at different events, but yeah, she's something else too. But yeah, it'd be good to either see them go against each other or even have them, if it marks up right, maybe someday free agency, maybe that tag team option will come about.
Oh yeah, for sure. So then we go in, and again, like you said, man, Renee Michelle, great verbal selling. I mean, the fear in her eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
great
Yep.
acting skills, just I mean, really played up the character. And again, the psychology of it, dude. Great
Yep.
psychology in
Psychology.
that match. She showed, absolute fear and terror. Loved it. So then the next match, man, I got nothing but great things to say about the guy who came up on the losing end, JD Drake, as he took on Dark Order, Stu Grayson, baby. JD Drake, to me, he reminds me of Trevor Murdoch. You got that. I thought it was, man. At first, I had to look him up, make sure it wasn't, Trevor Murdoch, who hit the Fountain of Youth. But JD Drake, man, if you remember last week, he went against Kenny Kingston and they wore each other out with chops, man. Stu and him did the same thing this week for a big guy, for a heavy guy, man. Just like Nick Camarado, we called him. JD Drake, man, keep your eyes on him. That dude, you find him a partner, and you got it, man. You got the next version of an outlaw of the Outlaws team for sure. I think Drake.
Yeah.
I see a lot of upside in JD Drake, even though I said he came up on the short end against Stu.
You, me and you didn't even talk about this at all in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I was thinking JD Drake too. I liked him. I was like, all right, they finally have a guy with a little bit of a stomach, and I thought of him as Trevor Murdoch too, which is funny.
Right.
Um, but but yeah, it's yeah, I like him. If you could put him with the right person, I can see so much upside to him because he just, it's nice to, you see all the other people, it's kind of like seeing the common man, with a little bit of a belly, and
Yeah.
that's that.
He's got a little Stan Hansen in him, man.
Stan Hansen.
Right. So then from there, they went to a video package of the Acclaimed. Man, I'm not going to lie. I hate the Acclaimed, but that's on the Mark side. I hate them because that's what you're supposed to do. They're
Right.
bad guys, man. You know what I'm saying? The video package of the upcoming match, the match between Max and 10, it was hilarious. It was funny. They took all kinds of cheap shots and jabs at him. Um, they're a good team. They're funny. They got some good skills. Got a lot of upside. And like I said, I hate them, and that's what you're supposed to do. They're
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
the tag team version of MJF. I hate them, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want out of you for that team, to dislike them to the fullest. And yeah, it's there. It's, if you read into it, it's there.
Right. So from there, they went to some tag team action between the Bear Country, Bear Boulder, Bear Bronson against Mbadu and Baron Black. And again, man, I love Bear Country. They got a lot of heavy machinery. They're big dudes, and man, they can fly. They did some tope suicidos through the ropes, and I mean, they're flying around there like top flight, dude, and they're big dudes. And on the Nick Camarado side and the JD Drake side, watch him Badu, man. That dude's got a lot of talent. He's a big dude. He's big, muscular. He looks good. I see a lot of upside on him as well. But I think that Bear Country in this tag team casino battle royal, I think Bear Country is going to hold their own, and I think they're going to be one of the last teams standing.
Yeah, I really like Bear Country out of those. But the only thing that bugged me, I didn't like all the high flying of them. I wanted them to be just beat it down, just beat the pulp out of those guys. But it's the newer style of wrestling, so a little high flying, I guess, doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
But I would rather see him beat
right.
down somebody.
Hey, our days of King Kong Bundy just destroying some dude, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to do, not trying to go to the top rope and stuff like that. Unfortunately, with the new generation of fan, it's probably not going to sell. But I'm with you, man. The King Kong Bundys, loved him, man. Just pound people and destroy them. The Umagas, man, just run roughshod on there. You
Yeah.
don't have to be pretty. It ain't got to be pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Just got to
As
get
long
it
as you're
done.
telling a story.
Yep.
And then, of course, at the end of that match, Butcher and Blade attack. I love Butcher and Blade.
That was
I
great.
love
Setting
them.
up that storyline right there with the Butcher and the Blade. That would be great.
Yeah, if there's one thing that AEW does, it's just storyline after storyline. There's probably 1,000 storylines going right now, probably 100 we don't even catch yet. But it's great minds, setting up some good story. Those guys definitely, you're going to see both of them in that Casino Battle Royal. Watch those two. Those two teams are definitely going to come head to head in that Battle Royal. Then we went to another 6-man tag with 5, Evil Uno and Colt Cabana of the Dark Order against Levi Shapiro, Ryzen, who I dig me some Ryzen, and John Skiles. But anyway, so the Dark Order again, looks solid. I love the fact that Colt Cabana has come over since the passing of Brody Lee, has become full-fledged, hold up the hand sign, purple and black Dark Order. I wasn't a big Colt Cabana fan back in the day, but he recognized what all that Brody did for him. He recognized how Brody took him under his wing, and he was probably one of the closer dudes to Brody on the roster, and becoming that full-fledged Dark Order member, being just comic relief on BTE with Dark Order. I like it, man. I like that group. I like that pairing. I like the Dark Order. Huge Dark Order sellout.
Yeah, Dark Order did a nice job. Colt Cabana stepped up his game like he always does. I've never been a true big fan of Colt Cabana, but at the same time, he helped make that match, that six-man tag match. Without him in the ring quite a bit there, that I don't know. I might not like that match as much, but yeah, it was a good match overall, though. I just think, Dark Order's just Dark Order, and they just keep getting it done. It's amazing.
Right. Absolutely. Next match, JJ Garrett versus Max Caster. Nothing spectacular, just setting up for Caster to go against 10 on Dynamite coming up the next day. Nothing spectacular about it, just an average match. They both look good. I mean, Caster's a talented young dude. He can pull it on the singles. He's got a solid team together as the Acclaimed. Rolls into the Hybrid 2, teamed up against Sean Dean and Carly Brown. Patriotic looking team. A lot of upside there. Hybrid 2, man. Solid team, a great team. On Matt Hardy's payroll. I love it. I love that fact, setting up with Matt Hardy's got a little unofficial stable that's trying to run roughshod against the Dark Order. Again, man, giving the Dark Order something to do on a regular basis, someone to fight against, to reinforce that friendship with Adam Page. Love it. It's a great story. It makes it worth watching.
Yeah, it continues storyline after storyline. So yeah, I enjoy the fact that the storyline keeps punching out.
Right. And then, Stetson versus Orange Cassidy, a couple funny spots, man, with his hat, with the cowboy hat off of Stetson. It's just Orange being Orange, man. That dude is wildly popular for being this, total slacker. At first I wasn't into it, man, but dude, I dig it, dude. I like Orange. I think he's funny. I think he's got a good gimmick. It sells. People like it. He's talented. He's totally, absolutely crazy talented. And he's going the right way with it. Chuck T against VSK. Singles match again. Chuck T just kind of runs roughshod. 10 against Dan Joseph, and then SCU beat Matt and Mike Seidel. Again, I like Matt and Mike Seidel. I think, the brothers teams, man. Any brother team, I dig it. I think that's pretty awesome. Very. It's a lot of upside between. They're both high flyers, amazing talents. SCU, of course, you remember back, it was several weeks ago now on BTE when Kaz said, the next time we lose, we're done. So we'll have to, have to keep watching, see where that storyline goes.
See where that storyline goes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that takes us into Dynamite, man. And Dynamite, at all the hype in the world because Shaq was going to be there. I'm not going to lie, dude. I was pretty not impressed with, so what? Shaq's going to be on there. He's been playing it good, man. Been talking a good game on his show, on ESPN and or TNT, on the basketball channel. Not into it, man. I was like, nah, this is going to be, he's going to get in there and Karl Malone it, kind of mail it in. It's not going to be that great, dude. All the respect in the world to Shaq, man. That dude did spots in that match, going through the table. That people of his status in life, they don't do that crap, man. You know what I'm saying? Snoop jumped from the top rope. Shaq took a table shot. AEW has got these celebrities doing stuff that is awesome. It's fun. Not saying other companies would never do it, but man, that's a lot of liability to be letting Snoop Dogg climb to the top rope and jump off, to be letting Shaq Diesel go flying off the apron onto a table. Man, you're running a risk, but I see those guys enjoying it. You can see the look on people's faces when they're wrestling for AEW. They are enjoying their time. They do take some risks. They do some crazy stuff, but they're loving it, man. They're happy. It's awesome to see those guys. But yeah, huge props to Shaq, man. What do you think?
Yeah, Shaq with the power bomb. That was
right. Oh, you're right.
Like
the tribute to Brody, brother.
Yeah. Yep.
Mad respect. Tribute to Brody Lee on the power bomb. Love it, Shaq.
Yep.
So of course, there Shaq and Jade get the win. Jade just a monster. Too much for Red Velvet to handle. Red Velvet looked good, but Jade is a monster, man. She is chiseled. Just it was an awesome match. Lots of good spots. Like you said, mad respect for Shaq.
Yep.
Then it was Death Triangle. Pac and Ray Phoenix took on John Skyler and D3. It was a quick squash match, but it was effective. Again, setting up Pac and Ray Phoenix are going to be a force to be reckoned with in that, in that Casino Tag Team Battle Royal. Then they did a recap of the assault on Papa Buck. Again, man, just absolutely disgusting from a wrestling fan standpoint. Watching Papa Buck get dismantled by one of the greatest heels in the business ever, and that next in line, that next best heel ever, MJF.
Yep, MJF. He just unbelievable. He's he just an amazing heel. I don't know what else to say about it. He's just amazing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He just rolls it off. It's just he's 5 steps ahead of everybody else and his thoughts and what he's going to do. So
yeah, Jericho and MJF, man, it's gonna be a tough one for the Bucks, man. But that was great setup for a storyline. Great setup. Then they went to the Inner Circle press conference. Just some of the highlights from that. Conrad Thompson was there. MJF being MJF, called him turkey tits. That was pretty hilarious. Comic relief, but again, just asserting himself as the top bad guy. Bischoff was there. Eazy-E gives him the whole, man, have you ever done anything so stupid in your life, Chris Jericho? This is the dumbest mistake you've ever made. And again, setting up a great storyline. Got the Bucks fired up. Got the Bucks in that different place going into that match, because now it's personal psychology, man. Storyline. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be a great match.
It's going to be a great match.
Then to go into, let's see, my personal favorite, and I'd have to bet this is probably one of your favorite parts just because of our history. You can't say that you've always loved them and always been a fan of the Four Horsemen. However, you always had to respect them, man. FTR, Dax and Harwood, Cash and Harwood and Tully Blanchard teamed up to take on the Jurassic Express. As much as I love Jungle Boy and Lucha, and there's so much upside for those guys, I loved every second of watching Tully get in that ring, from faking the suicide dive, the ropes, to a slingshot suplex on the Marco stunt. I literally came out of my chair when he hit that slingshot suplex. I knew it was coming as soon as he started over there because I'm a huge Tully Blanchard fan. Awesomeness, man. He comes out with all of his, different championship belts. And then finally, brother, they bring it together. We have been begging for this forever. They finally bring Shawn Spears into the fold and standing in the ring. Oh, I forgot to mention, brother, who did they come out with? Who led him to the ring?
Who led him to the ring?
Yeah, one James J. Dillon, right?
Oh yeah, J.J. Dillon. That's right. Yeah,
Famed,
J.J. Dillon did. Yeah,
famed leader of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the slingshot suplex.
Oh,
That just
it was amazing.
I couldn't believe he did that at his age. That was incredible.
I loved it, dude. And then at the end of the match, standing tall in the ring, stand FTR, Tully Blanchard, Shawn Spears, James J. Dillon, and who walks out of the tunnel? Double A, the enforcer himself, Arn Anderson. You can see him do a little count. He's counting 2 and 2, and he holds up the big 4.
Yep.
Is it finally? Right? The words of Arn Anderson from the last time that it happened. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for I got goosebumps just thinking about reinventing the Four Horsemen, brother.
Oh yeah. Four Horsemen. You and I talking about then it actually coming to life. Four Horsemen 2.0 potentially here. It's
Absolutely
unreal.
It's time. So then Tony Schiavone comes out. Paul White comes out, James J. Dillon walking past him, throws it out there like it doesn't get any better than this. And that's fact right there, man. You're bringing multiple generations of wrestling together. Cash, Wheeler, Harwood, unbelievable tag team. They're the Brainbusters. They're the Tully and Arn of today. Shawn Spears, finally getting that push that he deserved. We know he's a perfect 10. We know he's a great wrestler. Finally, man. Bring that horseman together. It doesn't get any better than that, J.J. Dillon. But Tony Schiavone was out there to interview Paul White. Loved the No More BS shirt, taking, cute little funny shots at WWE. But he mentioned the one thing that we'll talk about in our next segment coming up is a Hall of Fame worthy talent is going to be at the pay-per-view at Revolution.
Yeah, who might that be? Who might that
I watched
be?
the next video, right? You got next to that. Watch the next video to see who we think it is.
Right.
So Big Show is out talking about his contract. He's going to be doing Elevate. He's going to be doing the AEW Elevate, the Monday Night War, where AEW does it the smart way, man. They're not on a network. They're not running the risk of losing money. They're pushing out. I think they're putting the feeler out there. How many viewers are they going to take away from WWE on Monday night? And I think WWE better. Man, you got to bring your A game, man. It's time to throw the, Balors and the Styles and throw them together and do the things that you should have been doing for years, because AEW's got the right mindset right now.
Yeah, AEW just combine everything together, all, took pieces of this, and just combine all together. It's just so good now. It's so good.
So then they went to the finals of that the women's eliminator tournament on Rio. Mizunami Rio against Nyla Rose. Great match, featured 2. Is there anybody as big as Nyla? But Rio was pretty good size. They went head to head. Pretty strong match. Rio wins. She'll go to face Sheeta at the pay-per-view. An odd transition afterwards when Sheeta came out and they look at each other, and then Rio starts punching her and Sheeta's punching her, and then they stop punching. It's a little weird, maybe I'm just missing some of the style from New Japan, but it's gonna be a good match though. Their styles probably match up.
The New Japan style probably New Japan style is probably what they were going for, so that's why I guess they did that, combine those two to just do that. We haven't probably seen enough New Japan to know the different, their styles but
Right.
nonetheless, you could see that's probably what it was.
Right. So then they go into the Sting interview. Poor Ricky Starks is a sacrificial lamb. He comes out, slaps Stinger in the face. He gets exactly what you would expect would happen to somebody who slaps Stinger in the face. Of course, that brings Hook and Hobbs and Cage all out. Darby Allin comes out. Little melee setting up for that street fight at the pay-per-view tomorrow.
Stark said something to Sting, I think, that gave him props, and then after that he dissed him after that. So that was kind of cool that he put that out there, basically saying, hey, okay, you're this, but you're not this. It was real good. I enjoyed that part of it.
It was something about that. It wasn't like he respected him, but he's not an icon or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
And then he slapped him, and then he got smacked down, and then Darby came out. It was good. Good setup. And then we went to 10 versus Max Caster. Man, I honestly I thought 10 was going to win this. -1 is clearly the biggest mark in the world for 10. Brody's kid, he loves 10. 10's starting to get that push. He's starting to get some momentum going. Little swerve, I guess. I really thought he was going to win it and go to that ladder match, but Caster wins, and he moves on to the Face of the Revolution ladder match. And then in the final match, man, Hangman and Adam Silver, Johnny Hungy, baby, Johnny Hungy, team up to take on Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn. It was exactly what you had, man. I tell you what, anytime you watch Hangman, Adam Page, and Johnny Hungy and Reynolds, there's great chemistry. They set up moves well together. It's just I like watching him. He doesn't have to be a member, but I like the alliance with the Dark Order. And then of course it ends in the way that any walk-off show is supposed to end. Absolute chaos. Every tag team involved in that tag team casino battle royal hit the ring. Of course, it starts with Matt Hardy going crazy and trying to, destroy Hangman with the microphone. And that brings out the rest of the Dark Order, and you just ain't going to win that anymore.
Right. Yeah, it was cool. The way, like you said, the way it should have ended, all them coming out that are going to be in that battle royal, it just, they went nuts, and that's what we want.
Right. That's how a walk-off program ends, man. It was a great ending, great show, great week in AEW. Hit us on our next segment, man. We're going to be talking about the pay-per-view. We'll go over the match card. We'll give you our predictions. We'll throw out some cool insight. We'll be doing a lot of research, man, as to who these mystery people are going to be, who is the Hall of Fame caliber athlete that's going to show up, who is the final man in the Face of the Revolution ladder match. But again, man, you got to go after that next one and hit play. But all right, brother, you got any closing thoughts, man? We'll shut this down and we'll get ready to do the next one, man.
I'll just say peace, man. See you next time, next video.
All right, brother, we're out.